This episode is sponsored by RainBets.
Honestly, I just want to start off by saying that, like, Dom, I was just talking to you one day eating the shawarma at Al Zane's, and then I'm like, yo, Dom, what are you up to nowadays, brother? I haven't talked to you in a long time. He's like, yo, I'm just building an app. And I was like, okay, like, not many people say that. Like, not many people say that when you first ask them, you know. He's like, yo, I'm just building an app. It's going to be connecting, like, entrepreneurs together and stuff. So, like, bro, just a little background of who you are and kind of, like, what brought you into that space, and then we'll get into Jhonny. And we'll hop into it from there, bro.
Okay, yeah. I'm Dominik Buczek. I'm a born and raised London local. I studied electrical engineering, so that's kind of how I got introduced into like software and like programming. I kind of went down that rabbit hole. Really got into like cybersecurity during like the lockdown, and then just saw this opportunity with WorkWell because I was talking to Jhonny how there's no efficient marketplace to connect like providers and clients. Like there's no app to connect like personal trainers or dog walkers, like anything mobile, because everything's like food related services. So like we can build something where we can get more Canadian providers and offer them a service, give them a software called WorkWell where they can list their portfolios, list their services, and get bookings from new clients. And that's like the whole point of WorkWell, was we want to give providers a new chance, a new software to list themselves and show themselves to the world, and clients a new booking software so they can find people instead of just going on word of mouth or just going Kijiji or Facebook Marketplace. It's something, a new app dedicated just to this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And why go to a man like Jhonny?
His entrepreneurial skills speaks for itself. I know Jhonny since high school. I know he's very driven and he knows how to run a business. It's my first time too, so he has skills that I needed and I have skills that he needs, so we kind of just work on each other.
Stop. So,
yes, sir.
What about you, Jhonny?
Yeah, how'd you get into this?
No, it was honestly just one day I was like, just thinking, I was like, fuck, like, there's no, like, I was going through and I was like, okay, what if like I need a barber right now? I was like, okay, oh, there's already an app for this. And then I was like, okay, what about if I need a dog walker? So I went through and I was like, oh shit, there's already an app for this. And I was like, okay, what about photographers? And then I was like, okay, there's an app for this. And then I just kept doing that for every service. I was like, fuck, there's already an app for everything, but there's no app for just everything to go all in one place.
So like
that's when I was started thinking.
100 different apps for 100 different services. Why not download one everything app for every service?
Yeah, so like a monopoly type one. So like
Exactly.
we're talking like an Amazon here or something.
Yeah, so we're
It's
talking
like a
about
behemoth,
like
this is-
being Canada's go-to app for services.
Okay.
Right? When people think of services, they're going to think of WorkWell.
And even too, you guys had previous ventures before, right? Because like we can even talk. Like I do want to dive into that a little bit before we jump into like the full WorkWell app.
Mm-hmm.
But even too, when you guys were really into the crypto space, and I know you were developing a lot of things, right? Too.
Yeah.
Is that where you kind of got your first taste of like actual programming, something like bigger than what you would think?
Yeah, so I was part of a couple big Web3 teams. I wasn't really like a developer for them, but I was like involved in their work meetings. I was seeing their operations and how they would do it. And I'd be like, I feel like I can do this myself. I kind of felt like I learned some skills from them, which was good, and it translates to WorkWell, but this is like something that I have to like consult like actual software engineer friends that I know from like Waterloo or like Toronto area. So I am in charge of the project, but I do get guidance from like actual professionals because this is like, it's such a big app. I didn't know where to start. So I have like good people to help guide me along the way. But yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah. How long does it take for you to, like, I guess, work on a project like this, like to build an app like this on the software side?
Well, because I'm doing the entire front end design, so I have to like design like the profile screens, how we want like the styling to look, and then on top of that, I have to add functionality to like the buttons. So like, if you want to edit your profile, we have to make sure it's editing your profile, not anyone's else. And if you're booking something, we're making sure everything goes through. I've been working all day, every day, front end and back end for like 5-6 months, and I'm still not done.
Damn. So you've been plotting.
Yeah, like it's just been stealth mode, quiet. But now we're finally at this stage where we're like 90% done. So like the last 10% I can grind out while Jhonny and I try to get providers signed up.
Sure.
Ready.
So Jhonny, take us through the conversation of like that first time you guys talked about, okay, let's make this happen, like, and let's actually do it. Like, what does that conversation look like? How much cash in hand does that even like require? Like, how are you guys attacking this?
Honestly, for capital, like pretty like in-house startup is not much, just besides like paying for the small fees like domain names, Firebase, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
The expensive part is
Yeah.
hiring engineers,
Yeah, for sure.
and I can engineer. So that's
Yeah.
like where we save most of the money. So like the rest can just go to like marketing and just like small little things like that. But
Yeah, so technically it's like Dom's taking care of like all the like the big stuff that technically would cost a lot of like upfront investment, right? So
like,
that
we were
saved us a
looking
lot.
to like outsource the work originally, and we were
Yeah.
getting quoted like $250,000, $300,000
Well,
for an
Yeah.
entire full stack application.
Where do you
So-
even go for quotes like that? Like, where do you even?
Oh, what was the services?
I had some friends that they like run like they had like their own like app development companies and everything like that. So I
Okay.
approached them, I asked them. They gave me some quotes, but like I said, I was like, oh shit, like this is like way like out of my budget. I was not thinking
it was
any
no,
of this.
no chance we could afford something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
so then we started thinking. I was like, okay, how can we do this like in house? So then like, straight on my Discord, I started playing with like AI, right? And I started like posting in my Discord. I'm like, yo, like, does anybody have any idea? Like, who can help me? And then Dom started reaching out, and then he's like, yo, like this is what you do. And then we had another good buddy of mine. He started reaching out too, and he started showing us like what to do, and like because he's already made some apps before, so he started like showing us what to do, and we're like, okay, fuck, like let's
Yeah,
you know
we
what,
have-
let's
we-
make
yeah,
a
we know
team.
what to do.
Like,
Yeah, okay.
like you can take care of this, I can take care of this. Like you know this. It's like fuck, like we have a solid team here. Like
Yeah.
where's the
Looking forward.
focus right now for like where the app's being developed? Is it going strictly on mobile devices, or are you integrating it on like on a PC at the same time?
no, just strictly
Mobile, right?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
that's going to be like the best experience. It's just
Yep.
going to be on mobile.
Okay. And is
So, like,
it,
yeah.
yeah,
is it
for right
plan
now
to
we
have
have
it integrated to both, or
yeah, right now we have like the sign up available online, like
Yeah.
through our website. But that's about it. Like you can sign up, create your accounts. You can sign up and like look for our like our service list. You can contact us
Like
or
once the
email.
app is out, like the website's not going to be too important.
okay?
Yeah.
It's just mostly going to be just go in the app store and download WorkWell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you guys are gonna start off like just in London, or you guys gonna like all of a sudden like launch in 3 different cities
So-
at once? Like, what's the plan with
we're
launch?
not restricting anyone in Canada from signing up, but we really want to focus on London because like originally the plan for WorkWell was like get like a good network of like 200 and 300 like entrepreneurs and like local businesses like ranging from all kinds of services that we can like trust and like they're going to use the app, and like once we have like this proof of concept, because like London's like this perfect city where it's like it's big enough that you can see if it's going to work and it's not like
Yeah.
too big. Like, we can handle it because we have like enough people and connections hopefully to like help us get launched in London, and then once people see the vision, then we can get like external help from like investors in different cities who can help us connect with like, because I don't know people in like Toronto or Ottawa. Like, I don't know entrepreneurs. I only know London.
Yeah.
So we're gonna need external help once we. So right now, the focus is London, but once everyone's on board with London, then I think we can really focus on like
Yeah.
going all over from like Windsor to Ottawa. Like,
Yeah, like London's been known to be like a very good like
Test market.
business
It's
like
an amazing test market.
test market, right?
Wow.
So
Everyone tests their stuff out here.
exactly, right?
Right.
So this is like a perfect opportunity to test our app and see how it goes.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's gonna be pretty successful. Like there's
Yeah. It's a really good product, and like I said,
Yeah,
like
it's-
it works for like us, it works for clients, and it works for like providers because like I said, like they have a new app that they can post. And
Yeah,
get
it's pretty
vision,
streamlined.
like so it's
Yeah.
really
I have
cool.
a couple questions. I want to go back to take us through that first conversation when it became a reality from an idea, like that original, like, hey, like let's do this. Like what was that all about, and like how big you guys think this is gonna get? And then I have another question after.
fuck. I created like a whole business plan and like I have ideas of like everything that like what WorkWell I envisioned, and then I was like, you know what? Let me send this off to Dominik because I knew Dominik was always very good with like business and like.
So you're sending
in
him
the
a
whole
full
crypto
like
space.
detailed business plan.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
created
And
first.
what does that entail? Like, so because our audience is really like interested in this sort of shit, right?
Yeah,
Like, this
so
is stuff people
it's-
don't talk about. Like, it's going on in the back end, right?
Honestly, with the help of AI, I asked them like, okay, what's needed to actually create like a full detailed like business plan? So it gave me exactly what I needed, and then I was like, okay, so what do I have to think about? So this is where I started thinking. I'm like, okay, what's the big problem here, right? And the biggest problem was there's a lot of skilled people, and they don't have nowhere to show its case like their skills without paying for ads, marketing, or leads or anything like that, right? And we were like, okay, so that's a big problem right now. So what could be the solution? And then we started creating like this whole big business plan of like good ways that entrepreneurs can shine. And yeah, we just came up with WorkWell.
It's dope. And then I guess another question is like, let's say like, I own a business, right? Like, let's say for example, let's just throw it out there, like a cleaning company, right? How many is it like a bunch of different types of cleaning companies can be on the app, and how do you dictate which one shows in the very top? Is that depending on the amount of like sponsors that they're putting into your app, or like how does that rank?
For getting like we can have unlimited cleaning companies, and then for like the displaying is kind of random. Like we are gonna have a feature where you can pay to be like the featured provider on our home screen if you want, like for extra charge, but we haven't implemented that fully in. But right now it's kind of just displays random services, and users can search it and then compare prices.
Okay.
So
dope.
like, you know, okay, like they want to say, okay, this is like $50 an hour versus $60 an hour. Maybe I'll go for the more budget one. Or if this $60 one has more cleaning equipment and it has more higher detailing, then I'm gonna go for the higher budget one. Just depends.
If their profile looks more serious and if they have better relationships.
Because there's gonna be some good cleaning businesses, there's gonna be some mediocre ones, right? It's gonna be like, so it's gonna be depending what the user wants.
Have you guys thought of like connections on the back end with each profile, like kind of like LinkedIn? Like where if you've worked with another customer,
that
like,
is a big feature that we've definitely talked about. Especially we wanted so clients and providers, once they do a task together, they can connect and like be like almost connected on the apps. So they know they've worked together.
Yeah.
So like, you know.
Yeah, that's why we went with like WorkWell, connect and work, because like once you actually connect with somebody and work with them, you are connected.
Okay.
Right. So it's gonna be a nice big feature, but it's gonna be added.
That's going to be like more layered because we want to eventually make it WorkWell more social eventually. But like right now, it's just going to be just booking. It's going to be kind of like bland at first. But as it grows and as we iterate and make more updates and we get more feedback, then yeah, we definitely want to make it a better version of LinkedIn, like a less cringe version of LinkedIn. That's like the best way I kind of explain WorkWell to people. That's the social aspect where it's like a network of actual entrepreneurs and business owners. And we're not like pretending to be like all fake and stuff. It's just like, hey, I need a job done. Can you do this? Yes or no? And it's like, boom, yes, I can. Okay, I'll pay you. And that's all that we want on the app.
Okay. And what are some like obstacles you've kind of encountered so far in just the development side of it?
Oh my God, there's so many tech side for performances too, because there's a lot to like app development that I never knew about, because like I said, like there's so many like programming languages, and like what I used in electrical engineering isn't really applicable here.
Yeah, 100%.
Like years ago, right? So like now I have to learn new skills and learn new languages, and yeah, so that was just basically a lot of YouTube tutorials, a lot of just Googling and just a lot of forums, just like, oh, I need to figure out how to make a search bar. I've never done a search bar in my life. I have to figure this out, how to go through our back end, take the services, what people search for, all that stuff. So there's been a lot of like complicated features, but like everything that's complicated, it's just a lot of small tasks. Like you just have to break them down, and you just have to figure out, okay, what is exactly I need to do. And that's kind of like what I've been getting more skilled at. It's just like, okay, this isn't that hard. It's got to break this down to smaller tasks and just work over it over time.
Okay. Well,
How many service providers do you guys have signed up right now?
I don't want to get too specific into numbers, but I want to say between 40 and 50 for now. It's kind of we just started, right? Like,
bro,
just
that's a
getting
lot. Bro,
signups.
40 and 50 is not like a
and then
light
each one
amount.
is like offering like 2 to 3 services, so
That's
it's like
dope.
at least like
so then it's
100
like 150,
plus
150. Yeah, okay.
So it's kind of like it's not a bad start. A lot of like friends and like local ties, which is a good way to start. And then we want to. That's why we went downtown. We try to go to these events to try to like just see like, hey, there's a painter on this tree. Hey, there's like a guy who's like doing personal training or walking a dog. Maybe he's a dog walker, like, you know. So try to talk to people. Try to go.
You know, just plant seeds everywhere.
Yeah, a little, just always
Yeah,
talking to
100%.
businesses on Richmond, just trying to get people talking and looking at WorkWell.
I think like once the app is actually
Once
ready
the
and
app
we
is
have
out, then they'll
it's like,
really
yo, this is what we're
start.
doing. This is free. This is how it's gonna work. Show
So
exactly
now you guys just
everybody
teasing.
right
You
in the
guys
way.
just
We're
ticking
just
the
teasing.
nuts
Yeah,
and
you
bolts.
know, it's just like, this
we're
is it.
we're just showing, hey, we're building something.
Keep
and
an
it's
eye
not
on it.
full. Yeah, just
Yeah.
be aware, like it's coming, and we're close enough that we can do that.
And okay, so and for as a company, the revenue generation for you guys is specifically going to be coming through getting a cut from like businesses doing work with you guys.
Yeah,
or
so we don't
through you
get
guys, right?
we don't make money unless we're actually making you guys money.
Until we find you a client.
Okay.
Right?
And do you find that is the model you guys are going to completely stay with, or do you find there's going to move into like a membership base where it's like now you're paying into it, and then there's also a cut because
So,
I know as you guys scale up and get bigger, right? There's also more costs. There's also people
Yeah.
and as hires, right? How do you guys kind of like anticipate that managing that?
So eventually, like right now, it's going to be just we're making money off service fees. But like I said, like, as we scale and there is demand from providers, then we can do like subscriptions, like a premium one. There'll always be a free tier
Yeah.
that everyone can use.
Or like
for
want to be
free.
featured on the top for 10 days.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
we
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
Little
what is
bonuses,
it? Kijiji?
something like
How
that, right?
Kijiji used to do it back in the day, where it's like you can pay to be the ad at the top, right?
Yeah.
And then and then there's also what you can do. We have like clients can request jobs, so I can put a pin on the map and be like, hey, I need someone to walk my dog on July 30th at this time. Can someone do it? And I post it with the price. We could even make it eventually where providers can pay to see that request early. So they can get like they can front run other people and be like,
Yeah.
oh, I see this job first. I'm gonna get this.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you're booking your own job versus someone booking you. Okay, so that's smart. That's
Yeah.
I feel like if I were to have a roadmap of your guys' idea, like it would be like so intensive and long because there's so
Yeah,
much things you guys
there's
want to
so
integrate
much
into
you
this
could
web.
do.
Yes.
So, like-
Johnny's always every day saying a new feature.
Yeah.
I
I know. I always feel bad for saying
I know.
What's the most outlandish feature he's mentioned so far?
the most random feature. Fuck.
No, like
Honestly-
outlandish, you said, right?
Outlandish, like something
Outlandish,
where it's like, I don't
It's like
think
too
of-
much, Johnny. Fuck off.
Well, because the hardest part about organizing the database was because there's so many jobs, there's so many titles. Okay, so we're like Johnny was like, we need a bunch of categories. I was like, man, I can't like fill like thousands of random categories of random stuff. We have to like just make like 50 categories,
Yeah,
like
'cause
100
then you have to put
subcategories,
them
and
in.
people write their services like in the title
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I remember you were very adamant about like making like a huge nest of like subcategories. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I can't.
Like I just
I
didn't.
can't keep
for
doing
me, I
that,
just had
yeah,
no idea
like-
how to do it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
when
yeah.
I was
The
visioning, I'm
developer
like,
side, yeah.
you just click this button and then boom, a list.
Yeah, yeah.
I want
I don't
You
know.
don't remember how many times he has to input
Yeah,
the
you
same
click
different
the button,
title and just make the same path for it all.
That's why I was like, I want to give the providers more freedom to say exactly in their titles what they can provide because I can't anticipate everyone's skills in Ontario.
That's smart. And
Like,
then
I can't. Like, it's impossible.
And then because then I guess the workaround with that is once the customer is looking for that specific job, you can tailor it to where that category actually fits versus going
Exactly.
backwards on.
Because like
Okay.
one of our main competitors is called TaskRabbit, and TaskRabbit
yes,
has like
okay.
predefined like providers. Like you can only do these jobs if like you're a handyman, blah blah blah. But like we're saying, we can be anything on WorkWell, like
Yeah.
anything. That's the way we expect the gig economy. Like we expect more people to get more side hustles, to become more entrepreneurial, less trying to work hourly, just trying to make their own businesses. We want to give them a platform and support them.
And are you guys like qualifying like the businesses going in? Let's say, for example, let's say you're like a cleaning business. Like, do you have WMIS? Do you have to have these sort of
Yes. So-
certifications? Like,
So for now, it is an optional thing to upload, and we're going to, like I said, the providers are just going to list their stuff. They can upload certificates and all that stuff, but it's on the clients to say for now, like, okay, I trust this
Like the
cleaning business.
discretion.
Yeah.
But like eventually, we're going to have lots of tiers of like, we're going to like make sure like everyone has like every certificate. At the claim,
of
blah,
course,
blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like someone has a barber license. So
Exactly.
you,
So we're gonna
not
have,
going
like,
to the garage.
different badges for like different stuff. For like if you have your certificate, you get a badge. If you have your license or like insurance, you get another badge.
Yeah,
If
true.
you have like a background check,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
get
there's so
another
many
separate. So
different
there's, like,
tiers or optional
Yeah.
tiers.
Yeah.
So like
That's
clients
something
can,
we are implementing, but it's just like not
gonna
in
be
our
the
MVP
first-
yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not in the
yeah.
MVP
Yeah,
stage
yeah,
right
yeah.
now. But that is something all we have right now is just for providers. We match a selfie with their driver's license.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just make sure to it's not like a burner
that's-
account. It's like an
yeah.
actual provider. It's a real face that like
Yeah,
we're
so it's
holding
like-
accountable.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
KYC, how
Yeah.
they did
Yeah.
it back. Okay. I did want to ask, how do you navigate this issue? Because it's like, what if you have a bad experience for your customer, right? And then now they're coming back saying that you have this person on the app and they just ruined like the
But
situation.
Then again,
how do you guys get out of that little things? Is it, like, have you guys done the legal process to like
Yes.
avoid all of that issue?
exactly part of our privacy and like our terms and conditions is like you are responsible for vetting the provider and like looking through their profile, looking for the reviews. Like we have everything accessible for you. we're just giving these providers a place to be seen, right? It's just up to you as a client to actually like go through and do your due diligence to make sure this person isn't gonna like, I don't know.
And we do have a return policy. So like we won't, like the way it works is the client will release the funds to us and we'll hold it like an escrow. And then once we wait for the provider and the client to agree, like, okay, the job's done, then we can release the money to the provider. We can take our cut and then we just make sure that everyone's happy.
Okay.
And then like, you know, and like I said, it's in our terms and policy, like, hey, it's on you that we're to trust this person. If you get like a bad job, then it's like write a bad review and tell people this person sucks. And I'm sorry it happened to you, but like we can't help you. That's just how the world works, you know?
Right.
What like kickback do you have to someone saying like, oh, like I could just Google this? Like
That's
Yeah,
the problem. You have to go through
that-
Google, Instagram, Facebook
No.
just to find somebody, right?
Do you mean like, what do you mean by that?
like if someone was just like, oh, if I want a haircut in London, Ontario, I just Google barbershops,
Yeah,
London,
I know,
Ontario.
I agree. That
Like,
is
I'm just saying, like, what's your like rebuttal, like playing devil's advocate, right? Like, it's
Yeah,
like,
no,
what?
I agree. That is definitely something that we do consider because like people can just search manually. They don't have to go on WorkWell. But I'm just saying like we don't have to be everyone's first option. We can just be an option.
Yeah, you just want to play.
Just be an option and just be there. Like it doesn't. We don't have to be the number one option for people to look for like nails or like graduation photographers, any stuff like that. Like it's just it's just something that people can be in the back of the mind, like, I can't find anything on Instagram, Facebook. Maybe I'll just check WorkWell.
I think the unique thing is that you guys have here, which I fucking love. Like, and I support you guys. I'm gonna sign up right after this. Like, I mean that. Like, I think the unique thing is you guys have the community aspect of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's more of a
Exactly.
social thing. It's like,
Yeah,
yo,
it's
like
just supporting
like,
local.
You can't just go on Google and be like, yo, I need a haircut. Like, if I go on the app and I go, yo, I need a haircut, and I have 3 people being like, I got you, brother, here in London, and like this, and they, you see the portfolios, and you're like, okay, this is my guy. It's more of a social connection. I like, it's deeper than just a search, and that's why I feel like you guys like really boom.
And
Exactly.
that's
You guys really
exactly
fucked
where
it
the
up.
flywheel begins
Yeah.
because like the more providers we get, like the more seamless experience for customers we'll get. And people are like, wow, this is actually a really cool app. There's so many options and there's so many different pricings in my local city that I didn't even know about.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Right.
so
And like
that's-
entrepreneurs, people who are just like doing it on their own, right? Like they don't have a storefront yet. They don't
they
have
don't
like,
a storefront,
or even
they don't
the
have their
money to
own
do it.
website.
but they have talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have
They're very
anything,
skilled.
like, you know,
It's
like
kind of like Facebook Marketplace in a way, where but like redefined in a better way, right? 'Cause
Exactly.
it's
so
like-
it's like
it's
Facebook
like the next
Marketplace doesn't
evolution.
even
We're
let
trying
you
to take the
post
next step.
services,
Like,
right?
I feel like mobile apps have been kind of like stagnated
yeah.
in terms of like we need to like bring something like a new product that like just betters everyone's everyday life since we're on our phones all the time, like, you know, so
Yeah, and that's the thing. Everyone's evolving. Like everybody wants things like now.
everything's
Yeah.
instant,
Right?
Like, we
So
need
it's like,
instant gratification.
if it's a-
How
like,
crazy are you guys getting with the services?
Oh man, there's everything.
Someone's like, I fucking need this right now. It is fucking 2 a.m. and he's
Okay,
just,
yeah. That's a great. No, that's a great
Let's
question.
be honest,
No,
like-
let's because like
are the
I-
local Robin Tubs like involved or like,
No,
like how
We're keeping
deep
it,
are you
like-
guys getting with services?
yes, that's it's
No,
facts.
keeping it
It's facts.
PG, like
Okay, there we
like,
go,
It's not
there we
gonna be
go.
like
Yeah, nothing crazy.
So it's not Leo- it's not Leo's list.
rubbing
We're not-
tugs and like
yeah.
services like that. No, no.
Okay.
No,
You
we're
have to
keeping it
ask,
nice
you know?
PG
Yeah, yeah,
and
no,
like
I know there's one
We
motherfucker
moderate.
watching and he's thinking. He's like, yo, can I get this?
So what?
And it's like, yo, chill.
Yeah, I know.
But okay, what about a masseuse? And this is because it's a fine line, right? But then what if
What's
it's
what's the
a masseuse?
difference?
Like
Yeah.
no, but that's what I'm saying, right? It's like how do you distinct like from that kind of like, you know, what I
Honestly,
mean?
the-
type of business.
we could like add like a fucking 18+ section later on in the future, but that's like something that we could.
Johnny's such a
know,
businessman.
yeah, he's just like
It's like 18
Dom's
plus
like,
and then
Dom's like I'm not programming it.
That includes like marijuana deliveries, like alcohol deliveries, like stuff like actually like adult-based content. I don't know. That's something in the future.
It's-
But
yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, it's like this app is like so like
There's
unique.
so many
That's so much
many
things
ways
we
you can pivot. That's what I like
pivot.
about like
Yeah.
WorkWell. Like we can go different routes as we
Yeah.
grow. That's
Yeah.
right.
So why work well? It just works fucking well away.
I don't even
Yeah,
remember.
it
Yeah,
was
it
just a name that just
it
stuck. It was like-
it just stuck. We were just like
It's
that
like
was it. Like
WorkWell.
we just said it, and it's like that's it. Like
Yeah,
we didn't even debate it. There was no like, should we do it? Yes or no. It's just this is it. We're
Yeah.
not
Sometimes-
gonna
yeah.
pivot. Like,
Sometimes
just-
that's
it's
the
done.
best.
It just clicked. It was
Sometimes
like
that's the best
you're gonna
by
be
far, 'cause,
working
like,
well
yeah,
with like
Don't need to
people.
spend
It's like-
hours and
It's a way to
days
work
talking
well.
about-
It's like I don't know. There's like so many ways.
Yeah, because even too, they do say like a lot of time the name isn't really the killer in the whole decision, right?
Oh,
It's
and
just-
another thing I was thinking too is with the name was like Facebook, like
Yeah.
Instagram.
Oh, like two syllables,
Twitter,
yeah.
right? So I
They
always
do
like think
say
about that, and I was
Instagram,
like,
yeah,
work
yeah.
well. And I'm like, oh my god. So it was like one that was like
Just, like,
I just
rolls off the
had
tongue
specific
nicely,
like
yeah.
things that I wanted in the name.
Yeah.
It was like was
So when is the app coming out?
I want to say, I don't want to give an exact time, but definitely in August. Like,
Okay, so
definitely in
that's
August.
sick.
Like definitely in
That's
August.
heavy, bro.
Yeah.
Like definitely in August. Like probably like mid-late August, but somewhere around there. That's what we're aiming for.
Okay.
Let's go. That's sooner than I thought, to be honest. 'Cause
Wow.
I feel it's a lot to work on.
It is a
But
lot
he's
to work
been
on.
for
I know,
But
but he's
we-
been for months.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
trying
He's
to-
been in the
It's
background.
fair. It's like-
work,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yo, how do you lock in?
How do I lock in?
Bunch of Adderall.
No.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Honestly, I'm just hungry.
Yeah.
Like just from a child, I didn't have anything handed to me. I just had to work hard to get what I want. So I just wake up every day. Like if I want to make it, I have to put in these hours. Like no one's gonna do it for me.
Well,
Like so
Yeah.
it's just discipline. That's all it is. It's not really anything else.
not motivated.
What about you, Jhonny? How you lock in?
Same thing. My family, man. It's it. they motivate me tremendously.
But I don't know how you're doing 3 kids, bro.
Oh, yeah,
I just had
exactly.
one, bro, and he's barely 11 weeks, bro. And I'm there thinking about Jhonny with 3,
Oh, damn,
bro.
congrats, man.
Thank you,
Yeah,
brother.
bro,
I
I love
appreciate
it.
it. Appreciate it. But Jhonny, bro, how you doing this?
He didn't even wait either, too. It's just poof, poof.
Johnny
poof.
just I love it though. But how you doing this?
You know, it's got to keep going. You know, life doesn't wait for anyone.
Yeah,
That's it. Life's short.
that's it. Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys like a couple questions each. Would the little kid version of you be proud of the man you are today, Dom?
Yeah, I like to think so. I think that I've just been in my own lane, just trying to work hard, just trying to make a difference in my life, everyone's life. I'm just trying to try to spread good vibes. And yeah, I think that's something to be proud of.
Yeah. What about you, Jhonny? Is the little kid version of you proud of the man you are today?
I would say he's proud of the man he is today, but not proud of like the things he's done.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a lot of life lessons that have come along the way,
Yeah.
Definitely.
right? So it's
Yeah.
like I've learned a lot.
I feel like I'm a lot like you in the sense of like you have a chip on your shoulder still. And a lot of people are walking around with you like, yo, you have it all. Like you have too much blessings. But for some
Oh,
reason,
man.
you're like, yo, like
If only they knew, man.
if only they knew. That's
Only
it,
they
bro.
knew.
That's it. But no, but is there anything else you guys want to kind of promote or get off like your chest in regards to WorkWell or anything else personally?
Even Johnny, move this up a little closer.
No, honestly, just get excited. There's
Just download it and just keep an eye on us. Like honestly, just shoot us a message, like, comment, just support us in any way that you can, and we love it. Like we want to we're making this product for everybody. Like this is the thing that we really, really believe that this is going to make a difference in everyone's life. Like that's why we're really excited to show
Yeah.
everyone.
You can see the
Exactly,
passion
right?
in
So
it.
that's the thing. People are going to be looking for something, and I want them to be the first thing they think of is WorkWell. If they need a service, I want WorkWell. You know, people think like if you need a ride right now, we're going to think of like you think Uber.
Uber,
Yeah.
Uber,
Right.
Lyft, whatever.
Right
yeah.
now,
That's
that's
it.
exactly right. I'm just going to think like if I need any type of service, I need
Yeah.
to think of WorkWell. And that's what's
Yeah.
going to happen. Give us 5 years. We'll see.
Dope, bro. No, and we'll definitely touch base again, bro.
Yeah.
Like obviously, bro. And like yeah, honestly,
Thank you. Another
thank
great
you guys for
episode.
coming on and like sharing about
Thank you for having
WorkWell.
us.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
No, even too. Once even a year from now, we'll do a recap on this. See how WorkWell's actually like how much people it's really helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see because like I said, these guys are we're just the soccer boys, the RMC soccer boys, bro. We're the ones who just went to also fucking shocking the whole entire world, bro. Now these guys are out here making apps. All right, bro. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.